We got the Hudson Hornet here, straight from Pixar. It's 31 Bugatti. Ooh, that's a nice. Type 41 Royale. That's nice. Look how tiny that thing is. That's crazy. Nice little Ford GT. There's nothing in that. That was beautiful. Cruella, Cruella de Vil. Continental Mark II. Lincoln Zephyr. That's why Kawasaki came out with the Zephyr, and they had to discontinue the name because Ford already owned the name for a vehicle. Is that the first Accord off a U.S. assembly line? That's what I figured with the 001 plate. Yeah, it's the first Honda Accord off a U.S. assembly line. Right? Looks like they took the Civic, just added a couple extra doors, and drive it out of here. Yeah, that was the first Accord off the assembly line, in the U.S. assembly line. And they just put it into the. Yeah, because it was the first one built in the U.S. off of wherever their assembly line is. Oh, I've got mine. When we get Wi-Fi. It wasn't super cheap, but there's free Wi-Fi in here. I had a sister to this actually. It's small, the same as cheap. Interior there's red versus what's actually in there. Yeah. Well, it's just the gray version of that. It's the same stuff. UAW workers, union members, hammer a Japanese car. The car in front of you is the first Japanese car assembled in the U.S., built at the Honda plant in Marysville, Ohio. It's probably better built than the ones today, sadly. There's what you need, Dan, right there. Dan's next project. On the road. That'll be Dan's next project. When you're taking the family cross country, this is the vehicle for you. And you know what? Back in the day, this would have been like one of the biggest motorhomes that was available. Like a 29 footer would be like, whoa. It's like a modern Griswold family truckster. Ken Block's car.
Las Vegas. Well, that's too hilly for Las Vegas. Goes to the desert.
Crazy to think all the stuff that he did, and then he dies in a snowmobile accident. I'm honestly amazed that the bead didn't let go on those tires and go flat. Yeah. When he did that corner and landed sideways, I'm actually shocked that the tires didn't break the bead and go boom.
San Francisco.
Yeah, San Fran.
We have the same.
15-cent hamburgers at McDonald's back when they were actually good. Yeah, back when McDonald's hamburger was actually something good. The old A&W root beer sign. Yeah. Yeah, right? I'd take the Bel Air. Look at the old toys. Oh my gosh. The old styrofoam. That would have been, I think that was the fillet of fish, the blue.
Does it not say?
No. That was before they put.
I thought the like wording underneath it.
Yeah. And look at the old supersized fry container. Oh, yeah. Yep. Orange Crush. And do you guys remember the old McDonald's orange drink?
Yeah.
And you could get the big cooler, so you could go and rent the cooler and take it with you to the park for your. Oh, look, a Chevy Bolt. What the heck is on top of it?
It's like the Google car.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's got to be. Well, that's kind of cool.
First generation.
GM first generation self-driving test vehicle sedan made out of a Chevy Bolt. That's really cool. Huh. Driving America. Some GM over here. SoCal Speed Shop team. See, there you go. You can do that with the Cobalt. Yep.
246 miles an hour.
Well, they were saying with the original SS that was supercharged, you could change the pulleys on it, put larger injectors, and it was like 345 horse out of that thing at the wheels.
Ah. There we go. Okay. Yeah. It's even the right color.
Ah, there. Hey, babe. There's your first tent trailer. Camp Wahoo.
Oh.
I like the Airstream.
We would need that and the Airstream.
Yeah. There's with that thing fully restored like that, and that thing in fully restored, you'd be at like $100,000 or more. Oh yeah, what's it called? Monorail. Monorail. Disney World. Home Away from Home. Look, there's the old Serve Sport. I love that place. Yeah. Davenport to New York, yeah. Old Orchard Beach, the finest beach in the world. Scooter cars. Look at this old camping trip over here. Yeah, that VW van. Oh man, that's modest little cabin, little stove. I don't know why you would put your beer on the top of your wood stove, but you know, unless you want a boiled beer. Holiday Inn sign in the old Holiday Inn room.
I think they're a little bit taller now.
A little bit, yep.
Still
But this was like a roadside motel that you would stop at on your way to wherever. When you drive down to Florida, this would be the kind of place you would stop at. And right there's your Holiday Inn sign.
yeah, in the pictures here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was nothing about indoor pools and stuff back then. Everything was outside.
So over in Catalina Island, they had one just like this called the Pavilion. Their
Yeah.
their card or no
Sewing kit.
sewing kit.
Yeah, that's there. And they would all be in like the little side table. And the old Holiday Inn
Vegas.
soaps.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Howard Johnson's.
Wow, look at how.
Yeah. Fairfield, Kalamazoo. That's a modern day.
Yes, I see.
There's your Holiday Inn sign. 52 to 82
Yeah, but I
is the old sign.
I still remember that sign down Palm Springs. They still
Yep.
had this.
Yeah.
It took a while for them to finish to
Oh,
get
yeah.
them all.
Yep. Wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. It's the Wienermobile, Wienermobile. I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. Look, it's the wiener whistle. It's the Oscar Mayer weenie whistle. Trying to feed him? Trying to feed him? Look, get a weenie whistle. Look, right there, it's the weenie whistle. And an Oscar Mayer digital watch, even.
It's a little tiny thing.
Oh, yeah, the little display panel up on the dash.
Yeah.
But that is definitely like 1980s/90s GM on the
97, yeah.
all the plasticky buttons. But yeah, can you imagine where GM would be if they had have continued with?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, they'd be so far ahead of everyone.
Yep.
We would probably be on to solid state batteries for them by now.
Sure.
And everybody that drove one loved this
I
thing.
know, they didn't want to give them back.
Yeah. Like they ended up sending people to their homes and like basically just taking them.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't give them away. It's so cool. And it was inductive charging under the little panel. So it's just a paddle that they put in the front. So right under this, right above where the GM badge is, they slid the paddle in there and it was inductive charging because there's the paddle on the charging panel. Yeah, like They would have been so far ahead of the game if they had have even just like put it on the back burner and just kind of worked on things until they got something a little better.
Was this an actual metal car or was it composite?
I think it was the same as the Saturn. It's that
Plastic.
plasticky stuff that didn't dent and didn't rust.
So the funny thing is, like, why they went and scrapped them all, which is so stupid
I
because
know.
they never rusted. They never.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Petroleum companies that obviously had to.
Well, yeah, absolutely. You know, there was some other hands in that pot that, and it's funny to see they used the Ford keypad
Yes.
because I only ever saw those on Fords, not on GMs, but they used it on these.
I've heard of them.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I remember the documentary "Who Killed the Electric Car," and they talked to Ed Begley, and he was like adamant he was not giving his back.